Hello handheld gamers, and we've got breaking news. Intel and Tencent are cooking up a Steam Deck rival with a massive 3D display. What? Let's get into it, let's talk about it. I will say right off the bat though, considering it's coming from Intel with with how disappointing the MSI Claw happened to have been with Intel tech in it, I don't know if I should get excited about this, but this could be a new generation Intel chip, and it could really come out swinging against AMD. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. I'm Blaze. Okay, like, subscribe, click the bell icon if you love handheld gaming and want more of it on your homepage every day, as far as news is concerned. Anyways, let's get into this news and let's see what it's all about.
Let's go.
Now, if you're a handheld gamer, check out the links down below in the video description for my link to the best Steam Deck accessories, all stuff that I have or recommend, especially the Skull & Co grip stick covers for your Steam Deck. If you're a Steam Deck owner, maybe you're not a handheld owner just yet, maybe you have a Nintendo Switch, I don't know, but if you're a Steam Deck owner like I am, and I love the Steam Deck, it's still my go-to number one handheld gaming PC, the Steam Deck, and if you have one too, you'll like this list. But I'll post some other cool links down below for Black Friday deals. If you're wanting to invest in the best upgrade you can get this Christmas, hands out, even over like the PS5 Pro, maybe even the Steam Deck, I hate to say it, and that is an OLED TV, and they're on an absolute blinder of a sale right now. If you go check my links down below, you'll see some of my best recommendations. Ignore the QLED, I need to remove that. I thought it was an OLED, but it's not. I'm also going to have the LG C4 OLEDs on here too, and as well as all the best accessories you can get for your handhelds, like micro SDs, SSDs, you name it, battery packs, all that good stuff, and especially the best dock you can get for any handheld, the JSOC 201 RGB one. I love that thing. I did a review for it on my channel. Go check that out. But yeah, let's get into the news and see what's new with this. So Intel and Tencent are cooking up a massive Steam Deck rival with a massive 3D display. The experimental Sunday Dragon 3D one has an 11-inch 120Hz display and Intel Lunar Lake APU to create the first glasses-free 3D handheld. Throw your Nintendo 3DSs in the bin right now, because this could change the game. Or is 3D technology dead? Let me know in the comments. This is kind of weird. I did not expect to see this today. Anyways, an experimental new Steam Deck rival from Intel and Chinese behemoth Tencent has just been announced. The Sunday Dragon 3D One is a fully featured gaming handheld PC that comes with a Nintendo Switch-style removable controllers on each side. It reminds me of the Legion Go a little bit. And it's got an Intel Core Ultra 7 285V APU powering the proceedings. However, its biggest feature is the huge 11-inch display. Jeez. I mean, just think about it. The Steam Deck is about 7 inches, isn't it? Steam Deck OLED, 11 inches. God, you're gonna need to be like Hulk Hogan or the Big Show or Shaquille O'Neal to play this thing. Who knows? That's a big display. I'm a big fan of bigger displays. I think it just makes enjoying content a lot more fun, and being able to see things, especially like small UI elements, especially if you're playing like something like Baldur's Gate or something, right, that has small text and everything. I think that's a good thing. But yeah, it can be a little bit uncomfortable for longer play sessions. But yeah, it's promising to be the first glasses-free 3D gaming handheld. This isn't the first Intel Lunar Lake gaming handheld that's been announced, but it's certainly the biggest. In fact, Tencent Handheld easily dwarfs any of the best handheld gaming PCs that you can buy right now, including the Steam Deck OLED. It dwarfs them in size, okay, not performance. At least we don't know that yet. So don't throw away your Steam Deck OLED just yet. With an extra 3 to 4 inches of screen real estate, I think this has to become more of a common thing in gaming handheld PCs, with them being a lot smaller. I think they really need to push the boundaries as far as like screen bezels are concerned. I love to see it. I mean, this bezel on my Steam Deck OLED, it's by no means massive, but it definitely could be shrunk down a bit. So I'm a massive fan of small bezels when it comes to stuff like this, right? So the details of this intriguing Intel Tencent experiment have been shared in a report by Chinese tech site IT Home. The 11-inch 120Hz display puts it into iPad Pro territory for size. Jeez. But here's some surprising extras. For instance, there's an eye tracking sensor that, along with the image interlacing algorithm, allows for what IT Home describes as a naked eye 3D visual effects, with games like Path of Exile specifically mentioned as being optimized for the technology. So this is kind of a new technology for gaming. I think, most games, I mean, we're not going to be seeing Cyberpunk 2077 have like a 3D visual mode for this. I think it's going to be a lot of Asian Tencent games that are going to maybe take advantage of it. I don't think we're going to see 3D gaming become more mainstream because of this. I think it's going to be still a very niche thing, and hopefully that doesn't impact image quality in other ways, right? You know, they're focused on 3D gaming. I'm excited to see how this thing runs. It says, along with the glasses-free 3D tech, Tencent has also put together a pretty powerful gaming handheld, an Intel Core Ultra 7 285V. Benchmarks show that this APU is twice as fast as the AMP APUs used in both the Steam Deck and the original ROG Ally. Well, the 32 gigs of RAM, that is pretty nice. 32 gigs of RAM in this thing, not the 24 or 16 that's in the Steam Deck or the ROG Ally X, so that's pretty good. Dominant edge and resource greedy games. One thing though I'm not too, like, I'm not going to hold out a lot of hope that this is going to be able to compete with the higher end AMD in portable APUs, purely because of what I've seen in the past. Obviously, the MSI claw out with Intel's first foray into a handheld gaming PC properly. I mean, there has been other ones, but the first mainstream one was the MSI claw. And let's just say there's a bunch of great YouTubers out there like the Fox, like Dave2D, that have went into the benchmarks, compared it, and it's proven that Intel still haven't quite got there yet as far as power consumption, keeping that low. Because I mean, it's all great and well, good and well, having a powerful handheld, but if it only lasts you half an hour or 45 minutes, you know, and having to be tethered and plugged in, it kind of diminishes the fun of it, right? And performance hasn't been on par with the AMD ones yet, so they're saying it's twice as fast, but they're not being too specific. We will be the judge of that, right? So, also 1 terabyte of storage available, but Tencent hasn't made it clear what operating system this handheld is likely to run. Windows 11 would certainly be possible given the Intel Core Ultra 7 285V APU, but a custom flavor of Linux like the Steam Deck OS can't be ruled out either. Tencent hasn't shared how big the battery is that's included, but it's rated for 100-watt charging. So I don't think they're going to go with a custom Linux OS. I just don't think they can compete with Valve as far as that's concerned. I could potentially first see them maybe working with Valve on a variant of SteamOS, because Valve has said they're wanting to put, you know, SteamOS on other handhelds out there. That is something that's happening, but I don't see them making their own custom OS. I just don't think, like it says, Proton DB, like, just Valve's been doing this for a long time and pushing Linux for a long time. I just don't think Tencent can compete with SteamOS in any amount of time in the near future, to be honest. So we'll see. I think it's going to be a Windows operating system on it. And here it is. Here's a video of it. Sorry, I scrolled past it. I was meaning to show you it sooner. Ooh, is that a little portable keyboard that comes with it? Very nice. Okay. Cool. Uses an eye tracking sensor. Okay. Just sort of move the image between your eyes. That's kind of ingenious, huh? Pretty cool. 3D movies are going to be good in this. Could this be the first hand? Oh, gee, look at the size of it. Look at the size of it. Look at the size of this thing. How do I put it up to a higher quality? 720p, there we go. My bad. It still looks low quality, but... you can't hear the music. I don't want to get copyrighted, but let's just see it goes da 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 like that. 120 hertz, good. 3D, cool. Triggers look good. Is that a little kickstand I see in the back there? Does it have 2 USB-C ports? Oh, okay. So there we go. Sorry, I had a cough there. My throat's really dry today. So yeah, Sunny Dragon 3D 1. Interesting. It looks absolutely massive. Let's go back to where the guy was holding it here. I mean, this guy doesn't look small by any means. Now, I don't think, as good as that 3D display is, you're not going to be seeing fireballs flying around. Your shoes aren't going to get, your sneakers aren't going to catch on fire with this thing. It might get hot. Who knows? Maybe I take that back. But look at the size of it. It's an iPad Pro with a controller on the side. That's pretty awesome, actually. But I definitely wouldn't want to fly economy class with this on my little lap tray in front of me. So let's see. Interesting. People seem to be interested and excited about it. But that's something, huh? So the removable controllers on either side of the screen are another intriguing feature on this experimental handheld, giving it a Nintendo Switch-like quality. However, the 3D one does appear to have both USB-A and USB Type-C ports, so keyboards and mouse support might be possible as an alternative. So yeah, they're going with the the Legion Go vibes, which I think is not a bad thing. The only thing I don't like about this is with these like detachable controllers, the control inputs look very small and compressed, and that was one of my biggest complaints, at least with the Legion Go, is the fact that the inputs just feel really like close together in an awkward position to where I had to like hold it like a crab claw, and it did get uncomfortable after a while. One thing I'm also noticing, I don't know if it's just the size comparison between the display, but the sticks look kind of small. I hope they're not going with those Nintendo Switch Joy-Con sticks. Hopefully they're full-sized controller sticks. It could just be because obviously the controllers are looking a little bit small compared to the display, but I'm getting Wii vibes, like Wii U vibes with this thing. Let me know what you think in the comments. Unfortunately though, details are light, including any information about a release date, and even if we'll see it in the US here, it's still an experimental product launched by Intel and Tencent jointly, so it might just simply be a showcase for this year's Intel Lunar Lake APU. It could also be a statement of intent of a move by the Chinese gaming powerhouse into the handheld gaming industry, or gaming handheld industry. For now, we'll just have to wait and see what Tencent's cooking. In the meantime, check out Warriors. Okay, so check out the review for the Ally X. The Ally X is fantastic as well. I like how they're including multiple like ports on this thing. I like more ports rather than less. I think what's one of my biggest gripes is with the Steam Deck only having one USB-C. I liked how Asus got rid of their proprietary eGPU port in favor of an extra USB-C. Like I said, eventually I would like to have a handheld that can, that has several USB-C 4.0 Thunderbolt ports that can, one of them you can use for an external eGPU to boost the performance. One of them you can use for charging or for USB drives. I like more options. More options is better than nothing, right? And again, like I said, if I wanted to connect up multiple things to my Steam Deck, I'd have to first plug in a USB-C hub or dock or dongle and then plug everything into the dongle. So I like the fact that they're maybe including more than one port, especially a USB-A port, because I do still use USB-A USB drives from time to time. So that's nice. It's looking really big. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is it too big? Is it too big for you? Let me know what you have to say down below, and like, subscribe, click the bell icon if you love handheld gaming, and yeah, check out some great Black Friday deals over here in the video description down below. Steam Deck is my favorite go-to, and here's all the great stuff for the Steam Deck, but a lot of these things also work with other devices. I'm also going to slap the LG C4 OLED up here. The S90D OLED from Samsung is on an absolute fire sale right now. Black Friday down to $13.97. This thing's usually $1,500 plus, $1,500, $1,600, originally $2,200. So this is a really good deal for such a great TV. So yeah, check down the links, check down below for some really good links, especially with Black Friday and Christmas coming up, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. I'm Blazed OK. Peace out, and enjoy the holidays, and get excited for new tech, new gaming, and new handheld gaming PCs. Anyways, peace out. Bye.
Let's go.